Hello and welcome to the stream. My name is Liz and this is where treasure hunters unite every Thursday evening at 7 p.m. If you enjoy the hobbies that are metal detecting, bottle digging, dump digging, magnet fishing, coin roll hunting, gold prospecting, exploring, or you just like hanging around with people that do those kind of things, then you have come to the right place, because tonight, for the next hour, you are going to be able to hang out with a bunch of like-minded individuals from all over the planet. Yes, all over the planet. My goodness. Actually, if you are watching this for the first time, and there always is. If you're watching this for the very first time, I welcome you tonight, and I hope that after this hour, you will consider subscribing to my channel. Help out in the drive for 5. There's going to be some great prizes when I reach 5,000, and on the way to 5,000, for every 100 subscribers, I am going to give away a mint, uncirculated, silver Canadian dime. You know, the one with the whale on it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wonderful. Everybody, before we get the party started, everybody take like a second. I don't even think it takes that long. It's just like one of these. Everyone take a second, hit the like button on this stream. It not only helps the stream to rank a little bit higher, but just one day we might be on someone's homepage as a suggested stream. And how cool would that be? The number of people in that chat is going to explode, just like the bomb did at the beginning. So right on. It is time. It is time for me to say hello to each and every one of you in the chat. Because if you weren't out there, just be Miley and me. And while I love her to death, being here with you is a lot more fun. So right on. Let's scroll up to the very, very top of the chat and see who is here. And if you are watching and you're not participating in the chat, that is cool. I got nothing against that. But if you want me to say hello to you personally, you got to type something in there. So right on. The first person in the chat was American Woodland Relics. I do believe that is Paul, because his comment was Canuck. Right on. Mark the Relic. Mark is the man of 1,000 names, I gotta tell you. Got the eyeballs. Mark's looking at us. Right on. Mark is in the house today. Right on. Brad Welch in the house from Australia, and it's like tomorrow. So right on. Thank you, Brad, for watching. Do appreciate that. BC Treasure Trails, Jason, also here in the chat. Jason, thank you so much for joining. I do appreciate that. Metal Detecting North Carolina, that's Mike's channel. Mike, Right on, right on, right on. I think might have been yesterday, might have been the day before. Watched his new video. It was every second there was a relic coming out of the ground. Non-stop action. Metal Detecting North Carolina. Right on, right on. Looter 8 Treasure Hunter says, how is everybody today? Right on, right on. Looter 8, I hope you are well. I really, really hope you are. Steve Shepard. Steve Shepard says, hello, it's December, and he's barbecuing steaks. Oh my goodness. Now I know that how I like steaks is pretty much not how you like steaks, but I like mine done. Just before well done. Just before well done. That's how I like my steaks. Yeah, a lot of people said that's far too much cooking, but or grilling, but that's how I like them. Just before well done. So done just before well done. That's how I like my steak. I don't know. Let's see. Mark the Berg Hunter, Mark number 2 in the chat today, and Mark number 3 is also here. Mark Fiorella, are you keeping track of the marks? Right on, right on. Medium rare for the Brooklyn Treasure Hunter. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Metal Detecting Brooklyn also here today. My goodness. Yes, I swear you're I love reading your comments. Who else is here today? Jersey Ray Diggs, Rachel is here today, as is Andrew T. Joe Ferguson in the house. Joe Ferguson says, hey, great episode on Cable 14. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, on Monday night, if you don't already know, I did a simultaneous simulcast, I guess, of the Cable 14 episode of Dirt Fishing with Mike Relics, in which I starred. If you have not seen that, you can catch the replay on my channel. Had a great time, absolutely great time. And Joe, thank you very much for saying that. I do appreciate that. Tyler Norman. Tyler Norman. Tyler has been sharing the Christmas songs that are streaming over on his side. Oh my goodness. That's the December super chat. Little elf action there. Nick, thank you so very much for the super chat. He says, cheers to everyone from Ontario, Canada. Right on, right on. That is really cool. If we get a subscriber during the broadcast, I also changed it up a little bit for the subscribers. So there you go. It's December, so we need to change things up. So I hope you like that. I hope you like that. We're talking about Tyler Norman. Tyler, thank you very much for joining. Do appreciate that. East End Digger in my house from Hamilton, Ontario. And yes, I did say that like Don Cherry. East End Digger, wonderful to have you here. Seriously, I appreciate that. Marty's Nuts About the Gang is also here. New Jersey Digger, front and center. Thank you, New Jersey Digger. Treasure Talk. That'd be Jeff. Might be Phil. Could be Jeff. Either one. Thank you so very much. Treasure Talk is on Mondays on Facebook and simultaneously on YouTube. And Jeff does Treasure Tales, which is on tonight at 8 o'clock. So definitely check out Treasure Tales. Check out Treasure Talk. The Piney Man is here. Right on, Piney Man. Queen Beep. What's up? Oh my goodness. Hamilton, the Hammer, is well represented tonight. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's see. Jimmy Cloak here as well. I don't want to miss anybody. Stories from the Signal is here. Right on. That's what RO means. Right on. Let's see. Detecting with Patrick has joined us as well. Long John, or I always say this wrong. I don't know why. John Long's Silver Rails. The stickers arrived. Yes. Right on. Actually, today I sent 7 envelopes out and a package out today. So if you're expecting something from me, I would say probably a week or so, 8 to 10 days. If you're in the States, probably 10 days. If you're in Canada, probably less than a week. And if you're international, which there were 2, there was a package for Russia and a package for England. I would imagine that hopefully they'll get to Russia before Christmas. I would hope. We'll see. Dennis Farley is here as well. Dennis, I am doing well. I hope you are well as well. Who else? I said Nick Molnar. Newbie Tones in the house. Joe Ferguson. Glad to see you stole the show from Mike. Awesome job. Oh my goodness. That was funny. Mark Henninger is also Mark. I think that makes 4 marks here tonight. Are you keeping track? I do believe we have 4 marks. We might have 5. I might have missed a mark. I'm not sure. Joe Cool. That is a cool name. Joe Cool is in the house. Right on. Stories from the Signal says, I'm curious, did you dig all those plates behind you? I don't know how well it's showing up, but right along there. Those are all Ontario license plates. Now, when my dad, this was, oh my goodness, maybe 10 years ago, my dad tore down the garage that was original to the house. And it was like a 100-year-old house. My dad tore down the garage, and in between the walls, so there was one, like the walls. And then when they tore those down, and it was just the studs, and then of course the outside walls, inside between the studs were two, well, there was a whole bunch, as you can see, but for every year from 1929, the person who owned my dad's place before my dad bought it, well, way before my dad bought it. But anyways, the person would nail, every year they would nail their set of license plates in between the walls. So there was like rows upon rows of plates. So like I said, these, and they're in mint condition because they were only used 1 year. Those license plates start at 1929. And I believe they go up to maybe 60 something. 60, I can't remember, but 1929 to 1960 something. I split the place with my brother. So I have one of each and he has one of each. I took the better ones. So yeah, from 1929 to 1960 something, I have a complete set of Ontario license plates in absolutely mint condition. Pretty cool. So that's the story of the license plates that you see up there. There's lots more. I couldn't fit them all along the one thing there. Thanks for noticing. I do appreciate that. Right on. Lisa P is in the house. I think Lisa sent us a photo for show and tell. We will get to that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't want to miss anybody. I don't want to miss anybody. I'm scrolling. Joe Ferguson says Hamilton coming in strong. Yeah. That's a good thing. And I think that thanks to Mike and the show, that the Hamilton detecting is just going to go crazy. Absolutely crazy. I think I said newbie tones. I'm pretty sure Ringmaster Ray. Ringmaster Ray went digging and found a wheat scent and a nice chain. I love finding chains, when especially hand forged. Wonderful. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. I had a new picture for that. Oh my goodness. Stories from this signal. Thank you so very much for becoming a member of Connect Nation. Enjoy your emojis and the perks that come with it. I have to fix that because it wasn't supposed to be the Mountie there. It was supposed to be something Christmassy. The Malaysia metal detector, all the way from Malaysia, in the house as we speak. How cool is that? How cool is that? That is like super duper cool. And please, please never feel that because you do not speak the language or understand the language of somebody on the other side of the planet, that you can't subscribe to their channel. Of course you can subscribe to their channel. Heck, they're subscribed to your channel. Never let that hinder you, because digging a hole is the same thing in Canada as it is in Spain, as it is in Russia, as it is in Malaysia, as it is in Brazil. And finding stuff in there, pulling out coins and relics is the same all over the world. So never let that be a hindrance. Okay? All right. Trying to dance like this guy. Yeah, I got to fix the subscriber thing. I'll have it fixed for the next live stream. I am serious. Oh my goodness. Madison, Maine, Richie has joined us. Richie, thank you so much for joining. I think I have caught up. If I miss saying hello to you, please put an @ Digging Canuck before your message, and I will say hello to you. And like I said earlier, if you are lurking, I appreciate you watching. I really, really do. If you'd like to get involved in the chat, feel free. You don't have to. It is not required or anything like that. But thank you for joining. Whose name did I just see pop in there? The Digologist is in the house. Right on, right on. Who else? Great Garden Gnome and someone else. My friend Chris Bird Dog. Right on, right on. Pink, holy Pink Power Alley Treasure Hunter. Allison is in the house as well. Holy smokes. Great bunch of peeps right now. Great bunch of peeps. If you are new to the hobby of treasure hunting, all you got to do is check out those names of those channels that are scrolling on your screen and check out their videos. Check out what they have to offer. If you like what you see, absolutely subscribe. Definitely do that. All right. All right. What are we doing today? What are we doing? It is 7:19 already. I have a special guest today at 9:30, which is in very, very, very few minutes. 9:30, my friend, my new friend, Mike Relic from Dirt Fishing with Mike Relics, is going to be here in the house. We're going to be chit-chatting, and that should be really, really cool. So, yeah, before he gets here, I'm going to do a little bit of show and tell. Let's see. We have two things that have been sent in, so we are going to do that. Let me do that now before before I forget. All right. Metal Detecting Brooklyn. How about that? We'll start with Metal Detecting Brooklyn. Ringmaster Ray, email me right on. PNW Dirt Fishing here as well. Good to have you here. Let me bring this up onto the screen. So this is Metal Detecting. Yeah, it's Metal Detecting Brooklyn, right? Yeah, it's Richard. Let's do this. 7:30. Yeah, Nick Molnar. Mike should be coming in at 7:30. Yeah, that's right. Oh my goodness, what's going on here? All right, I got it now. Yes. 8:30? No, 7:30. Mike's gonna be here at 7:30 because it's 7:21. Are you guys trying to like mix me up or something? You trying to confuse me? Are you trying to confuse me? Better not confuse me. All right, here we go. This is from Richard. Let me get rid of the, oh my goodness. Let me get rid of, nah, I don't have to get rid of that. Well, maybe I do. I don't think so. Metal Detecting Brooklyn, Richard, check this out. He dug a 3-ringer. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? That is really, really nice. I got to say, I would really enjoy pulling one of those out. I did dig the British equivalent of the 3-ringer, but I would really love to dig an American 3-ringer. Look at that. Look at that little medallion there. Hello, medallion. Right on. But yeah, there's the star of the show. Very nice. Really, really nice. Right on, Richard. Wonderful. What is going on here? What is going on? I didn't say 9:30. I think you're playing games. I'm sorry, but you're playing games. You're trying to confuse me. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to let it happen. Oh my God. All right, we got another show and tell. Let me bring that up. At 7:30, my time, which is like in 8 minutes from now, Mike Relic, the star of Dirt Fishing with Mike Relics, will be in the house. All right. What is this? I don't know what this is that Lisa sent. Kind of curious. What is that? Oh, Lisa. Ooh, very dangerous, Lisa. Check this out. I think that is fudge. Oh my gosh. Wow. I don't know about you, but it seems like every live stream I'm on, conversation turns to food really, really quickly. And this one certainly has. So right on. Who just came in here? Ram Detecting is in the house. I think Adele is, but I can't see her name. Adele is here, apparently. Yeah, Adele's in the house. But look at this fudge. Yeah, how nice is that? That's like really, really cool. Homemade fudge. Oh my goodness. Gotta say, I was out completing my elf business today. I was out and about various locations with my mask and washing my hands because that's how we're gonna win this. Yeah, I was out doing my Christmas stocking stuffers and getting the candy and the required other nice things. I can't really say too much because people are listening, but my Christmas shopping is completed everything today. Canuck Jr. put up the tree. It looks really, really nice. So yeah, right on. Ray, what is this? Ray sent a video. I don't know if I can open this. Let me see if I can open this. I think I can. All right. So Ray sent us a video. Let's see if we can put this up on the screen. Oh my goodness, what's going on here? What's going on? Oh, let's stop that. Hang on. All right, let's start this from the beginning. How do I? Okay, I got it now. All right, let us do this. I hope you can hear this. All right, this is Ray. Ray is gonna dig a chain. Oh, you know what? I have a funny feeling I thought this was a chain, as in. Okay, it's jewelry. Oh my goodness.
You guys can see it. Look at that.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Ooh.
Nice. Wow. That is a pretty one. Alright, let's see if we got anything on it. That is the question. Let's see if we can see on the clasp.
Wow, that looks like, is that gold?
It says anything.
That's kind of looking like gold to me.
Could just be kids' cheap little chain.
What is it?
Still pretty cool to find anyway. And then there's the lobster claw there. It would be marked on there if it was.
That looks pretty nice.
I don't see anything. Alright, still a beautiful chain.
Wow, gotta say, that looks really, really good. Even if it's a Fugazi, that looks really, really good. That was really shiny. Wow. Right on, Ray. Right on, right on. Yes, Adele is in the chat. There you go. Adele is in the chat. Right on, Adele. Yes. Ringmaster Races, he still needs to test it. It looked really, really nice. Came out of there really, really nice. I'd be really happy with that. I really would. Right on, right on. All right. So I think that's what's going on here. No, I don't think so. Goodbye. All right. So we are waiting for Mike. Now, I just want to say that before Mike gets here, Mike is also the author of this book, The Relic Hunter by Mike. Now, this is really, really nice book. Pictures of Mike's finds, really nice. Florida Digging with Rob. Rob's in the house. Really, really nice book. And remember when I said that they asked me for my top 5 relics? Where is it? There you go. There's me. There's me. It says that I'm going to read this because I think this needs to be read. Here is an excellent example of what happens when you ask a passionate detectorist to send you a few words about her favorite finds. You receive paragraphs in brilliant detail, so vivid that you can feel the excitement, a reminder that you can't fake passion. And then in my own words, I didn't know they wanted a little paragraph. So in my own words, there you go. I've got my demon ring. I've got the 1812 badge. Got the prairie diamond ring there. Got my first gold ring. And what's the last one? A beautiful baldric buckle that I dug. So yeah, and Mike has donated. Mike has donated this. Mike has also signed it, and we are going to. I will be giving this away. Not today. I will be giving this away. There will be an entry video, so I figured that would give more people more time to get in. So there will be an entry video. All you got to do is leave a comment, and we will give this away. like I said, donated by Mike himself. And you can also purchase copies for $20 Canadian. That's a steal. $20 Canadian. You can purchase a copy of the book. It's a Hamilton, Ontario publisher as well. Great Christmas gift or stocking stuffer or whatever. Really, really good. All right. So we are we're waiting for Mike. It's 7:30. Here he is. I am going to bring Mike onto the screen, and I hope you all welcome. Where's my mouse? There you go. Let's all welcome Mike. There you go. Mike Relics.
This is awesome. Hello.
Hey, Mike. How are you?
I'm excellent. Here, we're going to have one technical thing here, and then we'll rock and roll.
Okay. All right.
You know what? Let's do it. I got you. We're on the TV screen. We're muted out. Let's do it.
All right. So, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mike Relics. Mike, this is the community.
Excellent. Nice to meet you. I'm humbled to be here. It's been a pleasure to watch it so far. It's been a lot of fun. I even watched the live show or the TV show on it with Liz on the YouTube channel, and wow, what a good ride that was. It was a lot of fun. So I thank you all for watching, and thanks for having me here.
Right on. We were just joined by to dive and detect, so thank you so very much for joining. Now, Mike, whenever we talk to anybody on the show, I always ask them how it is that they ever became involved in metal detecting, because it's not something that you see a lot of. So what got you into this?
I can tell you right off the bat that it is, I do know the story, and it is kind of a fun story. So I've always been quite interested in fossils. So anything to do with history has always intrigued me. And believe it or not, there's a lot of fossils in Hamilton, and I mean a lot. And you're going back probably about 350 million years into ancient seabeds that you can find on the escarpment. So one day I was hunting, and I was hunting for fossils in shale rock at Albion Falls. So I went home that night and I did some research on how old Albion Falls is and how old the shale rock would be when I discovered that there was a town there in the 1800s called Albion Mills. So I looked over at my girlfriend at the time and I said, you know what, I think I'm going to buy a metal detector and see if I can't find that old town. And to be honest with you, I'm the only person that ever had that idea, but I definitely wasn't.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it all comes back to a passion for history.
Yes. Okay. All right. Now, what was your first detector? Because I would imagine this was quite some time ago.
Yeah, we're going back about 8 years. So I, like almost everyone else in the metal detecting community, no matter what you swing today, a lot of them started with the Bounty Hunter. The Bounty Hunter was very accessible. They were available at Canadian Tire, so in the mainstream market. And it was a reasonably priced machine to figure out if you liked it or not. I didn't run the Bounty Hunter very long, I can tell you that much. But after that, I went to, I believe it was Technetics, Delta 4000 it was, which was also in the mainstream, available at Canadian Tire and stuff like that. And after a little bit of digging with the Technetics 4000, I actually won a contest through Technetics, and they upgraded that machine into one of the high-end Technetics machines. So, and to be honest with you, they were actually really good machines. And this was the time when AT Pro was everywhere. So AT Pro had a really good grasp on the market at some point, even going back 4 or 5 years ago. So it was a different brand, but I was having really good success with it. I did end up leaving it, but we ended up, it was a very good start. So we started off with the Bounty Hunter and then went into Technetics and then went into the AT Pro and then went into where I am today, which is in the Mind Lab world.
So you currently have the CTX 3030. Is that right?
Yes, it's a beast. It does a lot of things, but to be honest with you, it really isn't necessary. It's something just because I love the hobby so much, and I invested in it. So it became an investment. It's not a cheap machine. Don't let it scare you. You don't need what I have to find treasure. You really don't.
Mm-hmm. Now, you mentioned you're pretty much you dig in the escarpment. Is that right? I mean, most of your videos, you're in the escarpment in the woods somewhere.
I love the escarpment. Yeah, I've never dug in a park. I've never dug in on a school ground. I find a peacefulness in the woods. So it's whether I find treasure or not, it's going for the ultimate hike, and there is always the possibility of treasure. So, and the backyards and permissions and parks and stuff like that, it's a little bit, to be honest with you, without ruffling any feathers, a little bit easier. So you're kind of shooting fish in a barrel in there. You get out into the woods, I can hike 6-7 kilometers in a day and dig up a 1/2 cent, and it was worth it for the whole hike. But it's just being out in nature. So nature is the key to most of this for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, what would you say would be like, let's talk about some of your really, really cool finds from the escarpment. What are some like pretty cool things? I mean, because you found a ton. I was looking at the book, but just off the top of your head, some of your better finds.
It's some of the best things that I love to find are things that are personalized. So anything along the lines of a love token, maybe a ring from the early 1900s, so Victorian, that has an engraving on it. So those are my favorite ones. But to pull up anything from the escarpment, it just really makes you feel like, so a horseshoe off the escarpment. It's to me, it's a brilliant find because there's no horses on the escarpment now. So that was when they cleared the trees. They built Hamilton out of it. So the history is there, and it's right there, and it's pretty wild. So anything to do with the building of Hamilton or anything personalized, and those are my best finds. And then obviously everybody's favorite, we all love the coins.
Yeah, some of us like coins more than others. Some of us like relics.
I know. Well, the coins are dated, so they're kind of the ultimate relic, really. And really, it's the date of the coins, because you can date it right to a mint date, which is really, really good.
Yes, that's true. What is, because people are going to ask, what's the oldest coin you've dug?
I've been to the 1600s club, so I have back to the 1600s, which is insane. That was just outside of Hamilton on a farm field, but I have one coin in the 1600s, so that's going back. Whoa, that's going back a long time. So it's pretty awesome. 5 or 6 from the 1700s, which is still pretty rare to find in Hamilton. And then the 1800s, I have countless, but I love every single one of them.
Wow. 16. So I guess there's still a chance that I just might get a 1600s coin.
I've actually, and it's a true story, it's happened once. I've had a 1500s coin dug 10 feet away from me by somebody I was digging with, and wow, that's the real deal.
Wow. In Hamilton?
Yeah, just outside of Hamilton. I'll give you a small hint, farm field. Small hint.
Yeah. Hint, he's hinting farm field. Thanks for sharing that information. Now, anything like totally like bizarro find from the woods? Bizarro.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So I dug up, maybe about a year and a half ago, I dug up a garbage bag that gave off a pretty good signal, and inside of it, there was, I'm going to say about 80 calculators with a little pen beside it. So those calculators have been basically obsolete since the 80s. But in the 80s, when they first came out, they were an expensive product. So I believe they were all stolen, buried on the escarpment, and I dug them up probably about 30, 40 years later. Wow. Yeah, there was a lot of them in there.
Wow,
that's buried nicely, but when you bury your stolen treasure, you better remember you buried it.
Now, digging in the woods predominantly, have you come across like creepy stuff? Like you ever feel creeped out or felt creeped out or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, maybe not like the ghosty spirit way, but I've found some man-made creepy stuff. Like we're talking creepy dolls with the heads off them, and like there's been a couple things where to stop me in my tracks, and it's actually really it's kind of cool to find things like that, because when I say I dig in the woods, I mean I dig in the woods. So I'm off the beaten path. I'm not interested in digging up too many pop tabs and stuff like that. If I do dig holes, I like it to be treasure. So that means you have to get away from the modern garbage. So the fact that even these creepy dolls or there's been a few things. I found dead rats in shoe boxes, names on them like cursed and stuff, and yeah. So it's but I find it intriguing that like somebody did it. I don't know why. I don't know when or where, and it's in places where the general public isn't going to see it. So it's not a publicity thing. It's not. It's just creepy stuff.
Yeah. Wow. Now Lisa P wants to know what item you found that excited you the most. Now I don't know if that's even possible to excite you, Mike, but what has excited you the most?
I'm a very calm person. You know what? People have seen me dig up square head nails and jump through the roof, so I do get a little bit excited out there. But honestly, it runs through my veins. It's really cool. So just recently, Lisa, I dug up a coin spill, which is more than 2 coins in a hole, and I didn't realize it was a coin spill until I had pulled out the second coin with the pinpointer. And then all of a sudden there was the 3rd coin in the same hole, and they just kept coming out. So stuff like that gets your heart going. Once you know that you're in there and you keep getting that good signal, then that gets your heart racing. The machine that I have does give off really good signals, so I have a good chance of knowing what's in the ground before I dig it. Mm-hmm. So even a good signal excites me. I think, Liz, in our episode, it's the banging signal. That's how we end it. Hey, the banging signals.
You kept saying that you were looking for a banging signal, so I found one and I gave it to you, Mike. So there you go.
I know. It honestly worked out so well that we couldn't have asked for anything better. The first meet, we'd already released a book that you wrote half of it. We'd already been on our dig. We'd already filmed it, and wow, yeah, it just worked out really well to get the museum involved and everyone else. It was just wild.
Yeah, no,
a really entertaining episode.
I think that the series was wonderful, and thanks for bringing that up, because how did that come about? Did you? Oh, we lost Mike. Oh, jeez. Maybe Mike will be back. Mike started you can click on that link that I sent you, and you can come back. But yeah, I don't think Mike has a very good signal where he's at, but he was alluding to the episode that we did together. And like I said, if you have not seen the episode that I was featured in, which is digging his connection, his relics, says Joe. Yeah, I don't think his connection is very good, but maybe he's coming back. That's what happens when you do live anything. So I think Mike is back. We'll try and bring him back again. All right. There you go, Mike.
That's what happens when you live anything. So I think Mike is back.
You got to mute your phone or your TV, Mike. Mute your mic.
Okay.
Your phone.
All right.
All right.
I'll mute my mic.
Or sorry, not your mic, because then you can't talk to me.
I know. All right, we're good?
All right, I think we're good. Are we good?
Excellent.
All right, so we were talking about the show. How did that come about?
So that came about, I met Scott, actually. So Scott Newman, who is the producer, White Dwarf Pictures, a wonderful guy. I met him at my building, actually. So he was doing something around my building. He was coming to visit somebody. And I knew that he was a movie producer. So he had just recently, he was local, Hamilton, and recently had released a movie, 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗔𝗍𝗪, it's called. And so I talked to him for a second, and I gave him an idea about, generally it happened because I was out in the woods digging up all these relics and artifacts, and I was talking to myself. And I thought, this is really, really interesting stuff that's happening here. So when I did talk to Scott, I gave him the idea for this show, and he thought it was a really good idea. So past that, we went through a lot of different stages. To be honest with you, it's not easy. It takes a little bit of everything and a little bit of luck for everything to fall into place, but everything just happened to fall into place, and we got on the Cable 14, and we went on an adventure.
So, like I said, for those people that are interested in checking out the show, and if you're on Facebook, I actually dropped a link to all of the episodes, which you can watch. And as well, I will also drop that link onto my community page on YouTube. So if you're interested, and I think you should, check out the entire series. It's pretty cool. Because Mike, it's not just you in the series. Every episode has a local detectorist.
It was extremely important for me when I started this journey for the book and for the TV show that it's not about me. It's about having a platform and having a passion and having the platform to be able to share that passion. I understand that it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and it's humbling. And there's people out there that have been doing this, putting in the same amount of work, research, hiking hours, and it's about the community. It's about the people that do it properly. It's about gaining respect from other people. It's about getting museums on board. It's not about me. It's not about becoming famous. It's not about having a TV show. It's about teaching history, and it's about showing how to metal detect properly and do it responsibly for the next generation.
Mm-hmm. Now, I got to say that when I was out, and we'll talk about Liam in a bit, but when I was out metal detecting with Liam, we were actually stopped twice by people who thought that Liam's dad was you because they had seen the show on TV.
Well, that's awesome. I know Mike quite well. His name is actually Mike also. And I met Mike and Liam through the publisher of the book, who is Bill King. So Bill King does a Sunday walk, a history walk every Sunday. I bring Jarvis, who is my 5-year-old daughter, and Liam was there. So Jarvis and Liam, who I believe Liam's 8 now, they hit it off, and they became best friends on these history walks. And that's when, through the group, we raised some money. Liam was very interested in history, and I talked to the group one day. There was about 50 or 60 people on this walk, and I talked about metal detecting. So Liam came up to me afterwards. So his birthday was coming up, so the group got together, we raised some money, and we bought him a machine, a metal detector. So he's just loved the hobby since then. You can check it out on YouTube. I believe it's Liam Lutz Hamilton, and wow, yeah, just one of the up-and-comers. He's young now, but yeah, he's on the right track, and I mean, it's quite a good hobby. It's a healthy hobby. It's great for kids, so we love to see it.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Now, I understand. So was it 6 episodes for this season?
6, yes. 6, 5 mostly with the digging for the adventures and stuff like that, but there's a 6th episode coming out, which is the Christmas episode. Now, this is going to be, it's going to be something special. There isn't going to be a whole bunch of digging in it, but it's going to be a lot of family, camaraderie. I mean, if we've all been good, maybe Santa Claus will be there. I'm not sure.
Ooh. Now, have you heard? Is the show coming back next year? Has anyone said anything possibly that maybe you can say?
There are some ideas for next year. I can't release any details yet, but pay attention, subscribe probably to the Digging Canuck channel right now, and you may get the details soon. But I'm not done yet, Hamilton. It's not over.
I totally understand that. That's actually really good to know. And again, I'm going to say that the name of the series is Dirt Fishing with Mike Relics, who's like right there. And it is a local TV station. However, like I said, I have provided links to all of the episodes. They are available if you would like to watch everything. And yeah, it would be nice to see the show. Would be nice to see the show come back next year. That would be really cool. Maybe if everybody like watches the shows, they'll see that, you know, the interest is there and they'll bring it back.
That's how it works, Liz. That's exactly how it works.
Exactly. Now, Mike, you've been in I think I've seen a couple articles in the Spectator. You've been in the Spectator. Your Hamilton digging is Mike. Mike Relics is Hamilton digging. You're synonymous with the city. Have you dug anywhere else?
I do go just outside of Hamilton, but not much further than that. to me, metal detecting, obviously you could take a trip overseas even and dig to the 12th century if you want. But for me, it's more about, I don't know why, it's in my blood or something. It's the Hamilton history that I'm after. So I go just outside of Hamilton, and I'm talking maybe to you the furthest, but it's, yeah, not much further out of Hamilton. And it's just something about the Hamilton history. I'm not sure why, but it runs through my veins, and I love to find it for some reason.
Right on, right on. Have you always been? Were you born? Well, maybe I shouldn't ask that. Maybe that's too private. I was gonna. Yeah, don't forget it. Just forget it. I was gonna. So, is it fair to say that for most of your life you've been in Hamilton? Is it fair to say that?
Yeah, born.
Okay.
Yeah, born and raised here. Yes, born and raised. Born and raised up the mountain.
Oh, you're a mountain person. I'm a North Ender. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Marty is nuts about digging, as asking Stony Creek. No, neither one of us is from Stony Creek. Not that there's anything wrong with being in Stony Creek. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no. Yeah, so you're a mountain person. Wow, that's okay. All right. I'm not gonna hold that against you. Not gonna. So, Mike, if you were invited to detect not in Hamilton, would you go?
I missed a little bit of that question, but I think I understood it. I'll get it. Of course. Yeah. Maybe not too far outside, though. Well, you know what I would like to do is I would like to go east or west in Canada. So I wouldn't mind digging BC or Halifax, or go very east or west. And there are some good diggers out there.
Oh my goodness, there's tons out west, and there's tons out east. You know what? I think there's a lot of detectorists in Canada. I just don't think they get the like the play time on YouTube. Yeah,
exactly.
Hey, Joe Ferguson says the North End rules. Right on.
Oh, Joe.
My goodness,
so
Joe. Right on, Joe.
Joe is probably wearing one of my best finds around his neck right now. Probably about 3 years ago, I dug up a gold chain. It was a 2-foot rope gold 14-karat chain with some other gold in the hole. And Joe is the godfather to Jarvis, who is my daughter, and he's wearing the chain. Wow. It's a beautiful chain, too. That's the only thing that's not in my collection anymore, and the only person I give it to is him.
So I'm going to bet $10 right now that you have a massive relic collection. Massive.
My house is starting to look like a museum.
So you display your stuff. Do you display your stuff?
Oh, yeah. I have some nice. Yeah, I have a rule, and my rule that I believe in is don't dig it up to bury it in your closet. If you dig it up, display it. Otherwise, leave it in the ground. To bring something back to life and put it on display where it belongs after 150, 200 years is really, really cool to me. I really, really like it.
Wow, really nice. You must. Wow. Do you catalog your stuff? Like, do you know everything that you have?
As far as coins go, I have about 4 pages of the date, location, and area of every coin I've ever found recorded. And now we're at about 4 pages, from every large cent to every silver coin.
Wow. So
it gives you a good grasp on where you were.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So is there, without looking at your notes, if like somebody was to pick something out from your display cabinet and go, "Hey Mike, where'd you dig this?" Would you know?
Yeah. Oh God, yes, yeah. I can tell you where I dug a certain squarehead nail. Oh yeah. 8 years later, I can tell you where everything came from, and I can tell you the feeling I got when I dug it. It never leaves you. I don't know why. It's insane.
Really?
I can tell you what happened yesterday.
Wow.
I can tell you where I dug everything.
Really? Wow. Holy
yeah,
smokes. You see, and you know what? I just want to say to everybody out there, that is called passion for the hobby. You cannot fake passion. You cannot, this is genuine. Mike is absolutely 100% genuine. And if you watch any of his videos, really, the passion is just, like I said, I think, did I say this when I was doing the live stream and showing the episode? I think you have the most passion. I have a lot of passion, and I don't even think I don't even think I compare to the amount of passion that you have. Like seriously, crazy.
I know.
Crazy.
Even on our first, even on our first meet, I could tell that right away you get a good feeling for this hobby of who you dig with, because there is gold, there is silver, there is relics, there's a lot of things you get. They're not all the best people. There are people out there that nighthawk. There are people out there that give us a bad reputation. I hope it's mostly the uneducation on the hobby, which is why we're trying to educate people on how to do it properly. But it's when I dug with you, oh man, it's real, and it comes out in your eyes, and it comes out in your finds, and it comes out when you find something.
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
I'm serious.
great.
I get excited when I find a horseshoe, for crying out loud.
Oh, I know. And that's
Really?
I mean, that's what I have to be excited for. If not, you're in it for the wrong reason. There's a very good rule that says proceed with passion, not with greed. If you're trying to get rich, if you're trying to get famous, this isn't the hobby for you. You will not make it through it.
Exactly. 100%. We need to talk about the book, Mike, before things get too late. We need to talk about this book right here, The Relic Hunter.
Oh, it's really fun.
Now, was this going to be oh, hang on here. We got a super chat. Found it buried. Thank you, sir, for the super chat. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for that. Mike, you wrote this book. Did this come before the series? Like, were you thinking about this before the series?
That's a good question. I mean, obviously they both got released on the exact same date, so it was very close. I'm going to say TV series was first.
Okay. And then you met up with a local publisher. This is a Hamilton publisher, and you wrote this book.
Yeah. I wrote half of it. You wrote the other half when I asked you for 3 sentences. I love them all.
I gotta say, Mike, when you asked me about to include my 5 best finds, I'm sorry, I had to write a page for each.
I don't even know how you got them back to me that quickly and that well written. As I read them, I got goosebumps. I thought I was digging up square head nail rings, and that silver ring. It got a lot of attention. Everyone asked me about that silver dragon ring. I believe it was a dragon ring.
Yeah.
Ooh, people like that one.
Yeah, the dragon ring is actually, I did some research on that. It's from 1950, and it's sterling
we figured
silver.
It wasn't like crankable. Yeah, it's a beauty. It's an eye topper.
I gotta say, Mike, I dug it. It was just alongside of a trail on the escarpment, like very steep, and it was just on the side of the trail, and it was the end of the day. And I thought it sounded really, really good. So I'm thinking this could be 𝗥𝗓𝗄𝗧. But when I pulled it out, it was like, I thought it was 𝗥𝗓𝗄𝗧, but then I started cleaning it, and I saw the one red jewel, and I'm like, oh my God.
And that it would have looked like 𝗥𝗓𝗄𝗧. It would have looked like 𝗥𝗓𝗄𝗧 100%. And 𝗥𝗓𝗄𝗧 gives off an awesome signal. So I probably thought the exact same thing until I saw a couple of red eyes looking at me.
Oh yeah, that was I can still to this day, like it's so vivid when I found that.
Yeah,
and that, you know,
once
again, that goes back to the passion, and that I mean, if I was to plant, and this goes with anybody that has passion and you watch their videos, I think if we were ever to plant something and then to pretend to dig it up, I think people could tell. I really do. I really do.
Man. You can't fake what we're seeing. Yeah, and that's what even the producer told me, because it is almost reality TV, so I do have that battle to fight, but I believe everyone can see it, and it's just enjoy the ride with me, because it's all real. I've dug up thousands of these coins that are out there. Liz, I got to give a couple shout outs to people. Right now, I'm at Corey Nelson's house, CNTCC or whatever. He talks to you sometimes on there. I'm in his house using his Wi-Fi. Thank you very much, Corey. Bill Ferguson, thanks for joining. Excellent. And Scott, if you're watching, the producer, love it. Bill King, that's it for me.
Right.
Thank you, Liz.
So, Mike, you donated a book which you signed.
Yes.
And we're going to give it away. We're not going to give it away tonight. I am, if it's okay with you, I would like to do an entry video that shows this off and that shows you off. An entry video where people can leave a comment, and then I'll probably give it a week and then do a random picker to pick the name. Does that sound good with you, Mike? Is that cool?
Yep, I'm good with that. Yep, I'm good with that. What I would like you to do is show where I signed it again. And then I'm going to see if any of you people know what I wrote in there.
There you go.
Anyone comment right now and tell me I signed it in Latin there.
Does anybody know what Mike wrote in Latin? Can you translate that?
No Google. Do not Google it.
Do not Google. let's there you go. What is that?
Andrew T, time flies.
Andrew T, smart fella loves. Oh my goodness. Hey, she digs is in the house from Norway. Holy smokes. Right on. My goodness. Wow, wonderful. So yes, time flies, and you know what, Mike? I wish, and I can't do anything about it, but I do wish that I had found this hobby a long time ago. I came late to the party, Mike.
Well, everything happens for a reason. You're where you are, where you're supposed to be right now.
Right on. My goodness. Wonderful. Mike, it's 8:01. Anything you want to say? Anything. Talk about anything.
Thanks to everybody.
Your channel. What's your YouTube channel name?
Oh, DirtFishMish. Yeah, check it out. I always forget to plug myself. I get really excited about the history, and I always forget to talk about myself. But you do have a YouTube channel. It's DirtFishMish. Check it out. Subscribe. There's some very fun hunts on there, and you'll see why I turned it into a TV show, because I'm out in the woods by myself filming those on my phone, and I look like a crazy man in the woods. So check them out.
Let me actually I'm just going to try and pop the, I will put the link in the chat. Hang on here. I should have actually done this before. Copy and paste. There you go. All right. Mike's channel, Dirt Fishing Hamilton, is in the chat. If you haven't checked Mike's channel out, the first video you watch, you're going to learn of his passion, because that's totally all his videos, passion. He exudes passion. Wonderful. What's going on here? Sorry?
Scott Newman. I believe Scott Newman is on with us right now, checking it out. Scott's the producer of the show.
Right on. Oh my goodness. I think I just I missed somebody was in here. Oh, Andrew T says that Tempest fugits when you're having fun.
That's why I sign it. Tempest fugit, Andrew T.
That it does. Metal AF Detecting says, good evening, all. Good evening to you, sir. Wonderful. So, Mike, we hang on, don't leave. So we can possibly, with a little wink, look forward to a new series next year. Possibly with a wink.
Yeah, I'd give you more details, but now I know my producer's watching. So he's the one that knows all the secrets.
All right.
So I would say we're not done, Hamilton. I would say look forward to some more adventures.
Wonderful. All right. It is a must watch. So remember to check out, if you're local to Hamilton, you probably know of the show, Dirt Fishing with Mike Relics. There were 5 episodes, and a Christmas episode is yet to be filmed. So look forward to that. And like I said, check out my Facebook for the links to the entire for all of the episodes, 5 episodes on my Facebook page, and I will also paste them or pop them onto my community tab in my YouTube. So there you go. It is a great series, and I just want to say that I was absolutely, when Mike contacted me to be on an episode, I was like cloud nine. First of all, to be able to dig with Mike is something that everybody needs to do, because the enthusiasm and energy just kind of like you just feed off it, and it's wonderful. But Mike, do you remember the first time I was supposed to dig with you? We were supposed to dig at I think the incline, and I got food poisoning the night before. And
I remember it all, Liz, and honestly, like I said, everything happens for a reason. And the episode that we shot turned out so well. And it's not the first time it's happened in dirt fishing. There's been a couple incidences where we had to change locations or change people. And it worked out so well that it just makes it feel like the show was meant to be. It feels like it was meant to be because everything's just falling in line. And it's just, so that's a great feeling. A feeling that is entertaining and it's like it was meant to be. So a good feeling inside about it.
Wonderful. So everybody, I want to thank again Mike Relics for joining me today. He is the star of Dirt Fishing with Mike Relics. He is also the author of The Relic Hunter, a local Hamilton publisher published this. And if I'm going to leave the publisher information or where you can get it in the comments of this live stream. It's a local publisher and it is $20 Canadian. And that is a deal. Heck of a deal. Great Christmas present, stocking stuffer, that sort of thing right there. So, oh my gosh, I'm seriously starting to sound like Don Cherry. Holy smokes, got to stop this. Mike, thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I really, really appreciate it. Thank your friend there for the use of his internet. I really appreciate that. Excellent, Mike. I will catch you. Hope to see you again soon. And right on. Good luck filming the Santa episode, perhaps. Take care, Mike.
Very cool. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Have a good night, Mike. All right, that was Mike Relics, Dirt Fishing Hamilton, Dirt Fishing with Mike Relics, the TV show. Oh my goodness. Yeah, thank you to Mike's friend there for the use of the internet. Do appreciate that. Right on. I think that is, I think that's going to be it for tonight. I know that Treasure Tales is on and I'm kind of eating into their time and I don't like doing that. But like I said, Mike donated this book. We are going to give it away. Watch for the entry video. You will have to leave a comment, and then the random comment picker will pick a winner. So watch for that. Join me again if you can this Sunday at 10 a.m. I think you're going to like this Sunday show. And if today you join me for the very first time, thank you so very much for that. Consider subscribing to my channel. Help out with the drive for 5 and every 100 subscribers on the way to 5,000. I am going to give away a mint uncirculated Canadian 1967 silver dime. Brand new. No one's ever touched it. Only the best for you. So right on. That's going to be it. That is definitely going to be it. Thank you so very much for watching. I do appreciate you taking time out of your evening to join us all on the screen. Until the next time we meet, remember to keep it real, and I will catch you on the flip side.